Let's talk about how one hip hop group in the mid to late 80s changed hip hop and American culture as we know it. In the streets of cities across America, a cultural revolution was beginning to take shape in the mid to late 80s. Hip-hop evolved into a movement that included fashion, art, and self-expression in addition to being just a musical genre. In the 70s, hip-hop was only beginning to create a buzz, and the top artists from that decade were Grandmaster Flash, Curtis Blow, and the Sugar Hill Gang, all glam rappers, a style that would be later adopted by rappers like MC Hammer.
Touch this. Can't touch this.
But as the new decade began, a new, more raw and authentic style of rap emerged, and at the forefront of this movement were the legendary pioneers, Run DMC, who not only helped shape the new sound of hip-hop, but also left an undeniable mark on fashion and culture. Their collaboration with Adidas wasn't just about sneakers. It was a statement, an affirmation of their roots, their identity, and their influence on the world around them. The Adidas superstars they wore were more than just a pair of shoes. They were a representation of the streets from which they came from. With their durable leather uppers and rubber shell toes, they were made to withstand the harsh conditions of a concrete jungle. As for the youth, the shell toes they wore became more than just a pair of shoes. They became a symbol of empowerment and self-expression.
You all look kind of fresh. Tell me something about your fashion. What are you wearing? What are these shoes?
These are a pair of Adidas with fat laces. That's the way we sport them.
What do you call the fashion overall?
Fresh.
Word. So what about your look? How do you describe it?
I call it, b-boy threads in a way. I got a Kango on, a pair of Cazals, a pair of white-on-white Adidas with fat laces.
Their partnership with Adidas was more than just a business deal. It was a cultural movement, a blending of music, fashion, and identity. You see, before Run DMC, brands like Adidas and Nike primarily focused on signing athletes, as they couldn't fathom an artist or a cultural icon being just as influential in selling sneakers. Today, we have artists like Kanye West, who with Adidas created the Yeezy, which became one of the best-selling shoes of all time, and before that, had a partnership with Nike, where he also had a best-selling shoe. Macklemore has shoes with Jordan, Kendrick Lamar with Reebok, Drake with Nike, J. Cole with Puma, the list goes on. It's safe to say that the legacy of Run DMC's collaboration with Adidas and the bar that they initially set lives, and the Adidas Superstar sneaker remains a timeless symbol of hip-hop, culture, and fashion.